The girl is playing with a water balloon. She ends up hitting a woman who is passing on the street, and she gets angry. She says the girl will get what she deserves. She knocks on the gate of the house and screams incessantly. The girl, seeing that, takes the balloons and hides. The man opens the door and asks for calm. The woman, irritated, says that she will not be calm, because there is a girl on the balcony, playing with a water balloon that she is passing on the street. The man apologizes to the woman, and shouts, calling the girl, asking her to come down. She comments that she is all wet, and is going to an interview. The man asks if she's the one who arranged the interview with him. The woman is surprised that the interview is with him. The man then says that she will go ahead with the speech, and tell him the benefits of working for him. He says he pays 3 minimum wages, plus food allowance, meal allowance, and if she wants to work on the weekend, he pays extra, and it will be a formal contract. The woman is happy and says the salary is good. He says the job is very simple, because she will take care of the house, cook, clean the house, wash the clothes, and the child can be left to him. The woman asks the man if her job is just to be the housekeeper, and if the child he is referring to is the one on the porch. The man says that it's just for her to take care of the house, because it's just him and her daughter, and unfortunately he doesn't have time to do these things, and he can rest assured that the child will be taken care of himself. The woman says the job is really good, and if he wants to give her the job, he'll take it. The man breathes relieved, and asks if she can work early tomorrow. The woman replies that if she wants to, she can start now. The man says that it's already dark, but he's going to do the following. He will present the house, and if she likes it, then he will say if it will be easy for her. The man enters the house and begins to present everything to her. The house is a total mess, and he says it's been 2 weeks without someone to clean up. The woman analyzes everything, and tells the man that he really is messed up and it's going to be a lot of work. He laughs, and says he is, and asks if she's up for staying. The woman replies that she's up for it, but she doesn't have work clothes to start with. The man says that he doesn't need to worry, as he provides her with a uniform, so she doesn't ruin her own clothes. She asks him to get it then, because she already wants to start. The man says that he forgot to tell her that he works at the airport at night, and since she's going to work now, he's going to arrange for her to work at the house until 6 in the morning, and because of that he's going to pay her night surcharge, that is, the combined salary will increase. She's happy, and says it's great. The man comments that he's already going to work, and any problems can call him. The woman says she doesn't know where to start, quite indecisive. Immediately, she starts doing her job. She arranges the chairs thrown on the floor. She cleans up every mess on the dinner table. She goes to the kitchen and starts cleaning there too. She takes away all the scattered rubbish that is lying on the floor. She sweeps the living room, and after hours of service, she sits on the couch to rest a little. And she says the bottom part is finished. Going upstairs, she starts cleaning the bathroom and taking out all the garbage scattered on the floor. After cleaning, she sits in the chair and comments that it took a lot of work to clean the whole house. The girl goes to the woman and asks if her father said if you have to make food for her. The woman, however, replies that her father said that he would leave her in charge of the house, and about her, he would take care of her and the responsibility would be his alone. The girl asks her to do something, as she is starving. The woman gets up and says she's going to do something. The girl waits for her to leave and closes the door, and she comments that the woman is a pig, because she left the bag of snacks there. The woman says that that food should be enough, and puts it on the plate for the girl to eat. The woman goes to the stairs and screams for the girl and calls her to eat. The girl gets out and goes to the table. The woman says the food is ready. The girl comments that that food had been in the fridge for 3 days. The woman says she has no problems and tells her to eat. The girl, however, replies that that food cannot be eaten. The woman goes back to saying that it's not bad, and that the girl can eat it. The man comes home and asks how the two are doing. The woman says she's fine, yes, and asks how the job went. The man says it was very tiring, and he just wants to sit down and get some rest. She asks if he wants her to prepare something for him. The man asks if she knows how to make iced tea. She says yes. After preparing it, she takes it to the boss. The man thanks her for the tea, and asks her to sit down and tell her about her day working at the house. She sits. The man praises and says the house is well tidy. The woman says it took work, but she did it. When drinking the tea, he doesn't like it. The woman asks if she is bad. The man asks if she ever made tea. The woman is embarrassed and says it's the first time she's made tea. The man laughs and says that the next time she goes to make tea, he doesn't need to tear the tea bag, he just needs to put it in the water and leave it in. She apologizes and says next time, she'll make the tea right. He takes her hand and says he doesn't need to warm his head. She pulls her hand away and looks awkward. The girl comes down and says she needs to talk to her father. He asks what it is about. She, however, says it needs to be just him and her. The father asks the daughter to be more delicate in respecting the woman. She says that she has no problems, because she has to do some services in advance. The daughter says that she needs to tell her father something, and he asks her to say what is important to say. The daughter says that the woman doesn't know how to work, because she gave her food that had been in the fridge for 3 days, and didn't throw out the garbage. The father comments that the house is very neat and clean. The daughter says that she doesn't like her as she doesn't seem like a nice person. The father says that she is the third one he hires, and needs someone to take care of the house. The girl says that the woman can do worse things down the road. The father asks for patience, otherwise there will be this mess of changing a maid and the house will be messy and dirty. The girl then says that she will be patient. The woman stands on the stairs, listening to the conversation. She gets desperate and says she can't go back to doing street magic. And then she thinks of a plan. The neighbor arrives and greets her. The woman asks who she is. The neighbor introduces herself and says that she was the one who took care of her boss's daughter and welcomes her. She appreciates the welcome and comments that it looks like she won't be staying long. The neighbor asks what happened. She says the boss's daughter didn't like her. The neighbor comments that she is already the third and says not to listen to the girl too much. The woman comments that this job fell from the sky. The neighbor says the boss is very generous and pays well. The woman says that the time was perfect, because she has a sick mother, so during the day she takes care of her mother, and takes her to hospitals for tests, and the salary will help a lot too. The neighbor says that this is a good reason for her not to give up, and says that anything can call her, as she lives next door. And the woman says goodbye to the neighbor. The man goes down the stairs with his daughter. The woman says good morning to everyone, and says that she has prepared breakfast. The man compliments the appearance of the cake and tells his daughter to go eat with him. The woman begins to serve them. The man gets excited to eat. After eating, he says it's delicious. The father says goodbye to his daughter. And he congratulates the woman on the cake. She sits down and asks the girl if it's okay. The girl says that her father loves toast and jam, and asks if she can make it tomorrow. The woman thanks her for the idea, and says that she will. The next day, she makes toast with jam. The man says good morning and comes with his daughter to eat. The woman says that she will get them a cup of coffee. The man says he has a good face and when he eats, he spits. The woman comes back and asks if it's bad. The man says he doesn't have anything wrong, he just doesn't like toast with jam. The woman says she didn't know. The girl gives her tongue. The man says he has no problems and is going to brush his teeth. The woman sees the girl giving the tongue and withdraws. The girl calls out to the woman and threatens to soil the floor. She asks the girl not to do that. The girl, however, does not listen to him and throws the drink on the floor. The woman takes a deep breath and asks why the girl would do that. She cleans the floor. She is in the kitchen crying. And the man notices and asks why. She says nothing happened. The man says he can trust him and tells him to tell. The woman comments that she just had some personal problems with her mother, but that's over now. The man says that anything, he can trust him. She appreciates your kindness. The man says he will help her with the dishes. They two get along very well. And the man is having fun with her while washing the dishes. And the woman also really enjoys that moment with her boss. The girl runs around the house. Her father tells her to stop, as she might knock something over. He gets up, asks the woman for permission, and leaves. The girl running bumps into the glass and wets her father's papers. She gets worried. The woman says they are her father's documents and says she'll fix it. The girl says that her father will be furious with her. And she helps the girl. The man asks what happened to his documents. The woman takes the blame and says she bumped into the glass. The man says he has other copies in the office and will get them. The girl asks why she took the blame. The woman says that she, too, lost her mother when she was young and understands what she is going through. The girl thanks her and says she has been mean to her. The woman says she has a surprise and asks the girl to look at her cell phone. She takes out her cell phone to see. And she says it's her favorite picture with her mom and how she got it. The woman says it's magic. But the truth is that she was on the computer and ended up finding several lost photos, and she thinks that not even her boss should know that they still exist, and comments that the computer classes were useful for something. The girl thanks her and hugs her. The man comes in and says it's good to see them getting along. His daughter asks if his wife can go to the movies with them. The man says that if she wants to, she can go. She accepts and asks if they expect her to get ready. The man replies yes. The girl is happy. The woman finishes getting ready. The man is admired by her beauty and praises her. And the girl agrees with her father. And they all go to the movies together. The man opens the door and asks if they liked the movie. Both say they loved the movie. The father tells the daughter to go get ready for bed, because tomorrow morning she has class. She says yes, and says goodbye to the woman. The man takes the woman's hand and begins to thank her for everything she has done so far. She says it was nothing, and she has to be grateful for the wonderful job opportunity. He says that he has something to tell her, and comments that he felt close to her these days, and that aroused feelings in him. The woman asks what feeling. He says he is in love with her. The woman is in disbelief. The man says that since the first time he saw her, he was enchanted by her. The woman says that she too will confess, and says that she has fallen in love with him too. The man is happy, and asks if she wants to date him. She gets embarrassed, and says that she does want to date him. And the two kiss. And the family is complete and they are happy.